action can go out here. So you need to polish the sensation of your action. Baseball swing would do just fine. So you notice when I'm hitting out there, all right? So if I want to do a home run center field, this would be my action here, right? If I want to do a third base hit, there we go. So you notice how my body is responding to the picture that I have out there. So for all you guys who are wondering how much tilt to give yourself, well, the tilt is in response to the target, the picture you see out there. Okay, so that's why it's so important to see, well, where am I going to go? And how am I going to get there? Do I start it there because of the wind? Or do I start it there because of the slope? All that stuff. So we have a very clear picture of what we want, and now the setup can fall instinctively. So let's say my picture here is a nice fade over the trees here, and then the trees are very short, and then I'm going to fade it back toward the 150-yard marker. So I have a picture of trees and a 150 marker. I'm naturally going to play the ball a little more forward in my stance to fade the ball, slightly open club face, because this feels like a fade now. So my setup has fallen into place in response to the picture. Now from there, I want a rhythmic action in the direction of that tree. So let's look at what rhythm really is. Rhythm is a ridiculously easy and relaxed motion to lead me to the action toward the target. When I was throwing that stone and I felt all this horrible tension in my body, that wasn't rhythmic. So when you feel that you're completely relaxed throughout the whole motion and it feels ridiculously easy to send the action toward the target, then you know you're in rhythm. So now, I'm over the ball, I see the picture, ridiculously easy action towards the target. Doesn't mean it's not going to be powerful, all right? So here's ridiculously easy and not powerful. And here's ridiculously easy leading to a powerful action to my target. Okay, so that was easy to reproduce. Tree 150. Tree 150. So, my first swing of the day, and that was a hair thin. Well, let's look at that, right? So many of you would say, I hit that thin, why? Well, that's really important for you to address right now because you don't need to know why. I have a kid here learning how to walk. He's fumbling all over himself. He's falling down. Is he doing anything wrong? Of course not. What are you going to do now? You're going to instruct the kid on how to walk? What a complete monumental waste of time that would be, wouldn't it? So you're standing over the ball. I'm going to go toward the same picture. I recognize that I hit the shot thin. That's all my central nervous system needs. Now you take your conscious mind, that little hornet, right, and you park it in the corner, you put a gag on it and say, hey, observe again. I'm going to do that picture again. Please observe only. All right, so where's my picture? Got it. Effortless, powerful fade that way. And that was super. So from one shot to the next, I went from chump to champ in one awareness. I didn't think about, well, maybe I was off playing and maybe I didn't take it too enough back and made it too much to the inside, all that stuff. That will ruin your learning process. The learning process is an action to the target, an action to the picture, rhythmically and supremely easy, right? And then see what happens. So then you ask yourself, well, what's preventing me from sending that action to the target? Well, is it my focus? Am I focusing on the ball? Am I focusing on something in my backswing? Because if you focus on something in your backswing, well, now, where did the target go? So I'm focusing here on a position in my backswing, hinging my wrist or whatever. My target disappears, and now what am I left with? The ball. Well, we all know how that's going to work. If I try to hit the ball, it's going to be a complete ruin. And now I am grooving an action toward the ground, and I'm not even aware of it. You see the insanity here? Okay? So I hope that made sense to you, right? So when you get with the golf ball, when you look down on a golf ball, make sure there's an address on it. Where is it going? How is it going to get there? What's the feel of that action in the direction of I want the ball to start? And then, all right, observe. Best one yet. So we'll talk to you soon.